Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Earth Shaker.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Ancient apparition.
Radiant team pick.
And welcome back, guys, to game number 2 between VG.J.Storm and the Dire. This is, of course, the Star Ladder I-League Invitational. Game number 2, the Dire just played clinical Dota.
10 seconds
Not worrying to lose a
remaining.
couple of heroes early on. They made sure that Pycat got all
5
of the farm that he
seconds
needed.
remaining.
And as soon as he got his butterfly up, he
Dire
just
team
destroyed the side of VGJ.Storm, picking up the moonshot at the end there as well. He hit like a truck. This is, of course, game number 2. And VGJ.Storm, they want to force this to a game 3. They want to take this game. They want to force it to another game. And in my honest opinion, the only way that they can do this is to
10
play
seconds
aggressive, is to
remaining.
play old MVP Phoenix style, i.e. Immortal style, into the Dire.
5 seconds
Try and
remaining.
force it, try and take the fight and disrupt the clinical execution that PPD's team actually brings to the front. But let's have a look here. It is, of course, the drafting and, well, picking and banning phase right now. Nature's Prophet being banned out once again early on, as well as Night Stalker, same exact bans as in game number 1. In game number 2 as well. Necrophos has been banned out, and this time the Dire decide, well, they're not going to pick him up, so they're going to ban out Venomonte. This once again has left Earthshaker and Ancient Apparition in the pool, AA being picked up, as well as Earthshaker and Lich for VGJ.Storm, followed by Earth Spirit for the Dire. So
Radiant
going
team
in
ban.
for a very mobile lineup here with the Earth Spirit. Let's see how they actually decide to draft around this. What kind of mid hero are they going to actually give to CCNC to, combo up with the Earth Spirit to get a couple of kills off? But this might just be a little bit more action-packed because of this
10
Earth Spirit
seconds
moving around,
remaining.
roaming around a lot more. The Dire, I keep
5
on...
seconds remaining.
The Dire decided to ban out the Doom, and yeah, we
Dire team
basically
ban.
caught up. So for those of you that don't know, my name's Reddit, and thanks so much for all the positive and constructive criticism. Chat, you guys are awesome. But let's have a look and see what actually happens here. And the Void is being banned out here from VGJ.Storm. So trying to stop
10
the AA
seconds
Void
remaining.
kind of combo that we're seeing a lot. One of the old school
5
combos
seconds
can
remaining.
actually give. But what's the Dire's plan here? Are they trying to stop single targets? Is that why they're taking out the Necro? Although the Necro, in my opinion, is the first phase ban material as well as the Veno. But banning out the Doom here during the second phase, that is a specific,
Radiant
either it's a
team ban.
target ban, or it's a ban that can do a lot of damage up against the lineup they want to run. And picking up another single target lockdown, or banning out another single target lockdown with a Batrider. So that's taking out 2 heroes that can take one hero out completely.
10 seconds
So maybe looking
remaining.
to go for something like a Shadow Fiend, something like a Storm
5
Spirit
seconds remaining.
in their lineup. I'm not quite sure how that's actually going to combo up with the Earth Spirit early on. But let's see what the Dire decide to do after this. Of course, it is VGJ.Storm's time to ban out right now. What do they do? Do they decide to ban out heroes that can combo well with the Earth Spirit, or do they go for anti-wombo heroes like the Void, which they've
Dire
just done
team
here with
pick.
the Ancient Apparition? But they take out the Lifestealer. Now, Lifestealer Earth Spirit is a good combo. Like I've just said, do they ban out a hero that combos well with Earth Spirit? And that is the Lifestealer. Rolling in, getting that Infest Bomb, as well as an Ancient Apparition ulti flying through onto you. The Geomagnetic from the Earth Spirit can do a lot of damage.
10 seconds
And you can
remaining.
basically take out 2 or 3 heroes nearly instantly with that kind
Radiant
of combo.
team pick. Puck.
Well, Puck is being picked up here, so I mean, Puck and Earth Spirit can actually do quite a lot. You do have your illusory orb that can, that can go in. If the Earth Spirit starts rolling in, you have your silence. You can level up either one of the two to actually do a lot of burst
10
damage.
seconds
The
remaining.
Boulder Smash will be coming through from the Earth Spirit as well. So those two can combo
5
very well to
seconds
actually get a couple of
remaining.
early pickoffs. Most likely, you'll see the Earth Spirit hanging around mid towards the start of the game. But specifically when the Puck reaches level 3, level 4, that's the prime time for them to actually try and get a kill. However, VGJ.Storm do have a Lich, so they can actually just move the Lich there towards the middle lane at that time period to try and defend whoever they're actually going to put up against them. Is this going to be a Queen of Pain Puck combo that we've seen, or matchup that we've seen quite a bit before in the past? And yeah, people are asking me to turn up my mic. Okay, cool. Turned up mic volume. Let's have a look here and see what VGJ.Storm decide to pick up. And they're taking a bit of their time trying to decide what they're going to do right now. Are they going to move the Earthshaker to offlane, have him as that pos 4? What do they pick up now that won't show too much of their hand?
Dire team pick.
Dark Seer.
Sorry about that. Just needed to take a bit of, drink a bit of water, though it's killing me at this point.
10 seconds
Darkseer being picked up
remaining.
here, so is this going to be another Earthshaker, Darkseer, Lich,
5
Sven
seconds
kind of
remaining.
combo? Is that, if I was Dire, to be honest, I just would have banned out the Sven if VGJ.Storm don't pick up the Sven this early on. But they do have another pick, so if I was VGJ.Storm, just pick up the Sven next and have your mid hero as the last pick that can try and go up against the Puck. Pick up something like a Death Prophet that can actually try and deal with that Puck, can try and deal with that early on fight. Well, not early on fight, but that
Radiant team pick.
extended fight that will come
Juggernaut.
out from the Puck. Dire pick up a Juggernaut, so I do like this. I mean, it's a little bit more standard compared to their first draft. Picking up the Juggernaut gives sustain, gives healing. I just said there's going to be a lot more
10
sustain coming through
seconds
here,
remaining.
or drawn out fights from the Dire. And having an
5
Earthshaker Lich,
seconds
Darkseer,
remaining.
Sven combo, possibly, if it is going to be a Sven. And Sven is actually a good counter to a Juggernaut, in my opinion. So having that there, as soon as everything has been blown from VGJ.Storm, and if they have not killed the team of the Dire, they're going to lose the fight. But the thing is, if the Dire actually groups up or gets out of position, they can lose an entire team fight very, very, very quickly.
Dire team ban.
Last pick up here, Sven.
Anti-mage.
No, it's going to be an anti-mage. So no Stormbolt combo with the dogs here, but anti-mage. VGJ.Storm wants to say, well, we have Ritsu. He can play anti-mage very well. Bycat, we know you played him last game, but I think I can play him better. That's basically a direct
10
challenge coming out
seconds
from
remaining.
VGJ.Storm onto the Dire.
5
And, well, that does
seconds
open up
remaining.
quite a bit here for the Dire. They don't have to ban out the Sven anymore. Probably going to be just a standard mid-hero ban. Who are they going to choose? 50 seconds left on the clock. For a bit more in-game audio. There you go. Everything should be better
Radiant
now.
team ban.
Okay, no. Viper being banned out. Once again, if you don't know what to ban as a 5th pick, ban out a Viper. been the go-to strat. Viper's nearly been always banned out 5th phase if the mid hero has not been picked.
10 seconds remaining.
Give me a quick second. Sorry about this.
5 seconds remaining.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. Water, but I'm all out of water, so only game remaining. VGJ.Storm, their last ban out here. What's it going to be? Is this, I mean, it's an offlaner that can combo well with, well, maybe they're thinking Puck's going offlane here for the die. So they ban out the Outlaw Devourer. This could potentially be an offlane Puck. There is only one lockdown currently in the safe lane with the Earthshaker. And if it's going to be an Earthshaker Anti-Mage together, Puck should be okay. Of course, Anti-Mage is going to be very aggressive into the Puck to try and drain as much as possible early on.
Remaining.
But let's have a look. Last pick coming here from VGJ.Storm. What's their last pick going to be?
Team pick.
Mid here is Brewmaster. Okay, they want to go tanky. This is 4 melee heroes. Possibly why they banned out the Void as well. I mean, that's actually a very good pick because the Brewmaster can control and can push quite fast as soon as he uses his ultimate. Can control up 2 heroes, one with the Boulder Toss, one with the Tornado. Can debuff as well. I actually do like this. The Thunderclap combo with the Darkseer as well as the Lich, the slow coming through there as well. And the Earthshaker. This gives a lot of potential up for the side of VGJ.Storm to actually take fights a lot earlier on. Even though they have an Anti-Mage, they could try and force those fights and let the Anti-Mage split push, farm up, and they should actually be okay with this Brewmaster. But the problem is with the Earth Spirit silence as well as the Puck silence, Brewmaster might actually be burst before he can get off that ulti. So it's going to be quite interesting to see how close the Brewmaster is before dying the whole time. I mean, we've seen a couple of insane games where Brewmaster's like on 10 HP before he actually, because he's silenced up and then he manages to get the his ulti off. So let's see what Brewmaster can do here, and it's going to be a Zai Bloodseeker coming out here for the Dire. Bycat, Juggernaut, CCNC on the Puck, Misery on the Earth Spirit. I'm quite excited to see that. And Captain, my Captain, the only Captain, PPD on the Ancient Apparition. Team VGJ.Storm, mid Ruya, 747 or 474, 747, 747. Ritsu on the Anti-Mage, Snaking on the Darkseer, Flea on the Earthshaker, and last but not least, that's going to be Stan King, sorry, on the POS 5 list.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds.
I have to say,
remaining.
PPD's drafting here is, I mean, I'm really impressed. It's not just standard draft, it's always something different, but that something different always seems to fit into each other towards the end of the towards the end of the draft. The silence coming through. Once again, we spoke about the silence. Silence coming through from the Earth Spirit, from the Puck, and now from the Bloodseeker as well. It's gonna hurt the likes of VGJ.Storm. And keep in mind, 4 melee heroes up for VGJ.Storm up against the Bloodseeker is never a good thing. As soon as you drop that silence up on the Bloodseeker as well, the Puck is there. That's once again 4 melee heroes up against a Puck, up against a Bloodseeker, up against an Ancient Apparition. This is going to be very difficult for the side of VGJ.Storm. However, if they can get a good lead off, it's going to be very good for them because they can take this fight early on. Even with the Anti-Mage, they will have a Brewmaster. He only needs his Blink Dagger up. That's it. Blink Dagger and his ulti. He can do quite a lot with that. They will have the Lich to try and counter up any kind of aggression with the Frost Armor as well as the Chain Frost coming through. Everything here is going to be who gets the initiation off first. But even though they have an Anti-Mage, the later this game goes, I honestly feel that the Dire have more of an advantage because VGJ.Storm's going to struggle to actually break high ground with 4 melee heroes. So their goal will be to take out 2 or 3 heroes before they push out high ground. If there's buybacks, they back off instantly. If there's no buybacks, then they just keep on pushing. That is their goal. That's their game plan in regard to breaching high ground. Breaching high ground here on the side of the Dire. Sure, they don't have a lot of tower takers in regards with ranged heroes, but they do have a juggernaut that can take towers down quite fast. They can keep everyone out, pushed out with the Bloodseeker. The lane's pushed out. They can drop down, of course, the Blood Right to make sure there's no engagement onto Pycat as soon as he goes in, and then Pycat can always just spin TP out. There's nothing that can cancel that spin TP. So I do think it's going to be a lot easier for the side of the Dire to break high ground. But we do have a pause coming through right now. He's like, Ritsu does not have a headset. They just had to quickly sort that out. And here we go. Game is done. Game is live. And the little Bulldog Courier, there you go, saying hello. Let's have a quick look here. Quick TP in. And Misery gets completely spotted out here. Earthshaker. Well, Earthshaker getting spotted out here. Well, both of them getting spotted out. Let's have a look. Who knows? Drop their wards. 2 wards up here on the Earth Spirit. But Earth Spirit will be able to do a bit more damage here onto the likes of the Earthshaker, considering he does have an Orbital Venom up. And the counter smoke here from VG.Storm. Let's see if they can actually get anything. Don't think there's going to be too much early shenanigans, but I'm looking forward to seeing this Misery Earth Spirit coming out here. A lot more aggression. And you can also see that with the Orbital Venom. Earth Spirit wants to be aggressive. He wants to try and do a lot. And having that rolling boulder doesn't cost a lot of mana. You can just constantly roll out.
30
Sort of like a
seconds to
Transformers like movie. Autobots, let's roll. Cap up. Game number 2, guys. Game 1, of course, Dire. The Dire winning convincingly towards the end. But VGJ.Storm did very well early on. They got lots of kills, but the anti-mage would just prove to be too powerful for them to actually deal with in the end. They had nothing that could actually take that on, but let's have a look here. Snaking might be in a bit of trouble here on the Dark Shooter, taking, getting harassed out a little bit. Oh, Misery rolling in, trying to steal the Orb of Venom, and scouting out that Ritsu's here towards the top lane and having to run all the way bottom. Ritsu's actually running mid. Okay. Ritsu running mid here up against the puck. Quite interesting to say the least. He does have a poor man shield up, so of course he can survive a couple of these early right clicks, but with PPD and CCNC here on the middle lane, it's going to be interesting to see if they can actually harass out the anti-mage enough to be able to do significant damage to him to keep him out of the lane. But top lane, are we going to see a first blood coming through here? Dogs here does not have surge. Is there any kind of stun? No, just... Well, there's the roll coming through and a bunch of body blocks as well. There's no stun. This might actually be the first blood. Will they be able to do enough? His own creeps are actually blocking him, but very well played. Casting a Iron Shell on the creep so that the aggro will constantly be there as he runs away. And Sand King just busy denying out like crazy. Ancient Apparition versus Lich. Who can actually do more damage? Lich manages to get his level 2 up. Gets his ice armor up, so it does delay the Ancient Apparition, or does slow down the Ancient Apparition. And this middle lane's actually, bottom lane managing to get the kill here. 747 and Earthshaker. Don't know, yeah. Busy focusing here on the middle lane, and this is why just constant harassment coming out here. Ritsu actually doing very well here. 7-0 versus 8-3. Let's have a look. Zai being the first person to drop this time. Getting a good block. How did that actually happen?
Denied.
Well, Zai has to be careful that he doesn't get completely blocked off and shut down out here as well, like he just was, getting that kill off. But middle lane, once again, Anti-Mage, he's just got to constantly be doing this. As soon as Radiant Courier was actually sniped, very well played there by PPD coming through. And Ritsu's just constantly going to be blinking in forward, harassing our TCNC. He'll actually, most likely at level 3, level up an extra level up in Mana Break. And here you go. 747 trying to harass out Zai as well. Zai should be semi-okay. And top lane, let's have a look here. Pycat versus Snaking. Pycat, of course, should actually... Is he going to get a level up in his healing ward early on or not? We are actually going to see a kill here on the middle lane. PPD getting a kill there onto Sand King. I managed to catch that one, so on the tail end. But there's just so much happening. Once again, more fights happening coming through. A good double stun coming through, and this is going to be a dive coming up from Zai, getting his own kill. So getting one back, even though he did die early on. He'll be able to heal himself up here, just of course with standard Blood Rage. And Lee coming in, trying to just pull up the creeps a little bit. So lots of action happening all over the place. Snaking, he does not have any mana up right now, and the spin coming through from Pycat, will it be enough? I don't think so. A couple more, well, is there going to be any kind of crits coming through? No crits, unfortunately, forcing out a TP from the Earthshaker, cancelling up the TP, but this will also open up a lot of the other lanes, because now they know Earthshaker can't TP anyway, can't do anything, and now we're moving back to the bottom lane. A lot more action actually happening, and I do like this. This is a lot better than a very slow game like we had in game 1. I just have to have my wits about me. It is 5 o'clock in the morning for me, so it's been a very long night. Have to try and stay awake and keep focused right now. To have a look here, Misery going in for that bounty run snipe. Will be able to get one on PPD as well. A couple of good bounty runs up. He will be able to roll himself out if he needs to. And the big thing here though is CCNC being on level 4. Well, not even out-leveling the anti-mage at this point, so it's quite even here towards the middle lane. Looking at the two, 28-3 versus 22-5. So anti-mage pulling out ahead in the middle lane. And I might be in a lot of trouble right now. He's getting crits at no, well, he's not getting crits at up. Unfortunately, 747 not actually managing to get out from that, but are we going to see a turnaround coming through here? 747 might be in quite a bit of trouble. He's trying to go in onto Zai, but Zai, he's still alive, and who's going to get this last hit? They're leaving it for him. He manages to heal himself up. That is now 1 for 3 in favor of the Dire. TNC has to be careful that his mana is still okay. Anti-Mage is leveling this up, constantly blinking in, getting as much damage done as possible with the mana break. And a shrine is available here, so let's have a look. Will they wrap around? I see the lines have been drawn out, so trying to bait out a thunderclap here from the Brewmaster. And there's the roll coming in. Unfortunately, roll being missed now. Is there any body block? No, it's just going to be a standard boulder smash and a good counter coming through here from the Earthshaker, but is it going to be enough? No! Brewmaster is frozen up, and that's going to be another kill here for Zai. Slowly but surely, this game going once again in favor of the Dire. 2k net worth lead already in 5 minutes. That is significant. Top lane, Snaking actually forcing out Pycat quite a bit out of the lane. Pycat though sitting on 32-7 versus his counterpart technically here, 747, sitting 17-5. Yep, he's busy moving towards the top lane, so he's had enough of that bottom lane. Waiting up here for that next bounty run. Gonna steal it again, and then we might just see further rotations. This time, I mean, they can't really get a kill on the anti-mage, but they can go for the Lich if they really want to. Or just move back down to the bottom lane. Earthshaker, they might just use a Dire scan towards the tree line to see if they can actually scout anyone out. But let's see, where is the next aggression going to be coming from? PPD wrapping around towards the bottom lane as well. Zai is still there. He's being pinged out right now by the Earthshaker. And here more TP, so... Oh, Pycat actually managed to get a kill there onto top lane. 747 not having a good lane at all, but this is exactly what we wanted to see. And Misery, is he just going to roll in, get a boulder smash coming through? No, he gets stunned up right now. There's a boulder smash onto 2 heroes. He actually manages to pull it back. He does have a roll if he wants to use it, but he does not, unfortunately. It's only a 1-for-1 trade-off. It's a 2-for-1 trade-off. They managed to get the Bloodseeker as well. Quite surprised, not sure what happened there. Miscommunication coming through from the Dire, and they managed to pick up 2 heroes. That's massive for them, considering that the bottom lane was going so well. Quite surprised that Earthspirit didn't just roll on top of them just to get that little bit extra damage down, or the movement speed slow, so that he can actually just move away. But looking at that, it's now 3 for 6, still in favor of the Dire, but barely. Taking a little bit of a knock to their gold lead, currently sitting at 7 minutes in. However, there's a silence coming up here on the Brewmaster. Brewmaster is not level 6 yet. He is 1-4, not having a good game. He went top, he died solo up against Pycat. He's come bottom, he's died, well, he was bottom, he died a couple of times. This Brewmaster really struggling at this point.
Radiant's bottom tower is
However,
under attack.
the big saving grace currently for VGJ.Storm is Ritsu. Ritsu is currently farming like a beast here up on this anti-mage. He does have level 6, so he's going to be very aggressive up onto CCNC to try and take as much. Rip once again.
I'll take that as tribute.
747, Roya doing, well, not actually having the best game of his life currently, and CCNC will be able to get out of this. This is the big thing. Anti-mage is just constantly going to be blinking on top of you, draining your mana, and if you stay too long, he's just going to mana void you. So mid lane going very well for the side of VGJ.Storm. Top lane going very well for the side of Dire, and bottom lane going very well for the side of the Dire. So not quite sure who this favors, but if you have a look at the net worth, it does favor the side of, well, the team, the Dire. Every time that I say Dire, it just keeps on sounding like I'm just calling them Dire because they're playing Dire. I remember yesterday calling them, they just gave the D, calling them D. It was fun. But looking at the net worth, heavily favoring Dire as well as experience actually was in favor of VGJ.Storm. That's why they could take a couple of those early fights. But slowly but surely, I mean, it was only like 600 and it's just got in favor of the Dire now as well. So having a look at the level 6s, Puck does have 6 up. Zai does have 6 up if they actually want to try and move forward. PPD only on level 4, of course, it's quite early on. Level 4 Earth Spirit and Pycat sitting on level 8. Pycat doing very well for himself. On the side of VGJ.Storm, Earthshaker sitting on level 4 will have his mana boots up pretty soon. Ritsu though, sitting on level 6, working his way towards that Battle Fury as a mid. He'll probably have it around the 12-minute mark. That's going to be a full Battle Fury and 4-man shield up as well. Lich sitting on level 5, so this is a very, well, you know, this Lich actually has quite a lot of experience up. We'll have that level 6 quite soon. The problem here though is the Brewmaster, and there you go, he doesn't have 6 up. We're trying to force out the 6, but will he actually get stopped up? There you go. Misery just comes through with a big boulder smash. No level 6 for Brewmaster, so no ult. He's got it just towards the end. And once again, Brewmaster dying there, not having a good game at all.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Well, top tier 2 or top tier 1 might actually fall. Bottom tier 2 taking quite a bit of damage, bit of harassment. TCNT hasn't actually left this lane at all, waiting for that Veil of Discord to actually come up before he decides to do anything. And just look at this. Staking knows, well, the top lane is being pushed out. They're just going, cutting creeps, and he's just going to TP straight away. But is there going to be any kind of boulder smash? Nope. He's okay. And Anti-Mage actually not leveling up the rest of his mana break, so not dealing enough damage. Oh wait, here we might actually see a kill. There you go, PPD. This is going to be finally a kill going the way of VGJ.Storm. Ancient Apparition, trying to stay in lane as long as possible, trying to get that level 6 up. But Puck, oh, Puck will be okay. The big thing here though is Anti-Mage has gone, you know, has leveled up his blink so that he can be more aggressive. The problem with this is he doesn't have enough mana break to actually drain all of the Puck's mana, because Puck does have 2 null talismans up. But Ancient Apparition ultimate flying through. Are we going to see any kind of engage? There you go, the silence is there. Ancient Apparition ultimate is there, and Anti-Mage will get blown up. No, whoa, whoa! CCNC nearly dropping from that. Luckily he had 2 null talismans, otherwise, well, he would have been in a lot of trouble, and that would have been Misery's death as well.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Had to do a quick cough there. Cough, cough, nudge, 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 wink, wink. Whatever you want to call it. And Brewmaster, at least he's been able to get a little bit of experience, a little bit of farm here towards the bottom lane. The problem though is, still sitting on 2,800 net worth, nowhere near his blink. Probably will only, if this pace continues, will only have his blink up and around the next 4 minutes if he's uncontested completely, which I doubt. You can see 2 heroes here towards the bottom lane. Zai as well, busy popping up a lot. Going in for that force off so that that cancer bolt, that pub build, just, you know, rupture someone, forced off them away, and watch them do damage. Keep in mind, you do have the Earth Spirit as well, so he'll be kicking you even further.
Dire's top tower.
And we've seen that work with like a Pudge and a Bloodseeker and an Earth Spirit as well. It's just complete chaos. But let's have a look here. Ritsu is shielded up a little bit here with the ice armor, giving a little bit more armor to him as well. Smoke wrapper or smoke movement coming in here from Zai, but it's not going to do anything. They won't actually be able to do any. Well, they won't be able to do anything about this. The vision is going to be here from the Earth Spirit. Will they actually decide to dive this right now?
Radiant are scanning.
Nope. Everyone decides to back off. And they do get a good stun off onto the Earth Spirit, but Earth Spirit's just going to roll away. They won't really be able to do anything about that, but Anti-Mage, will they be able to get a kill? Oh, there you go. There you have it, PPD. Getting the ice blast off and just destroying the Anti-Mage. Very close. The TP nearly actually went through, but that's now 4 and 10. 12 minutes into this game. And with a 5k lead, the Dire are just flexing their muscles and showing the side of VGJ.Storm that, hey, they're here to win. VGJ.Storm have got an upward battle for them currently. Anti-Mage does not have his blink have his battle fury up just yet. And this is the time that he actually needed it to be up so that he could try and split push up. Sure, if his team dies a bit here or there, that just means there's more space for him to farm. But the problem is there's no tier 2 towers top, so, well, it's not actually a problem. This means it does open up a bit more space for him to farm up. That's if Pycat leaves the lane, and Pycat, well, he doesn't really want to. He's busy moving mid, staying here. Are they going to go for a couple of kills here onto the middle lane? Yes, no, maybe. Oh no, Brewmaster. Brewmaster is going to, yeah, die once again. Is there any actual support coming through here for Earth Spirit? Earth Spirit, check the body blocks coming through. Is this open AI? Is this the bot that's doing this? Yes, no. I don't know. Brewmaster, I think he's just gonna drop. He's gonna pay with his life. But there's even more initiation, more attacks going through right now. There's actually gonna be a spin that gets the kill onto Flea. There's the Ice Blast once again. Unfortunately, it only picks up one hero. Nope, yeah, it did pick up one, and that was on to Stand King. So 3 heroes down for the side of VGJ.Storm. And all of a sudden, the Dire 7k up with regards to net worth. Let's have a quick look at the experience. Sitting on 1,500, so experience not that big of a difference. The big problem is, as soon as this Manta start comes up on the Juggernaut, how are you really going to kill him? It's going to be very difficult. But Zai right now, well, he was just baiting, and Misery's there. Misery does use his geomagnetic, but is that actually going to be enough? He's overextended himself completely. He's actually still alive, getting the stun down. Misery, you beauty, you beast. Staying alive from that, I have no idea how. Once again, if there was any form of initiation, blink daggers up, 4-staffs up, he would have died there. But top lane, Activates is going toe-to-toe here with the puck. There is, of course, an ultimate coming through. It's not going to be enough. And Zai comes in and say, hey, is this a pub game? I'm going to rupture you, I'm going to 4-staff you, and I'm going to kill you. Having a look here, this is what's, well, can they actually get a kill here onto PPD? I think PPD is not long for this world. Oh, but the stun might actually be there. Oh, well, yeah, it's going to be a kill. Will he be able to get a kill onto Dogs here? Here you go, Misery coming in, getting the crush, and, well, just stealing that kill. A trade-off is not a good trade-off because it's a 1-for-1, and you... Yeah, it's actually a very good trade-off. It's a Dogs here for an Ancient Apparition. I'll take that any day of the week. Flea might be in a bit of trouble right now. Misery, is he going to be rolling in? Yeah, Flea, yeah, there you go. There's the silence. The boulder smash coming through. Is he just going to return the boulder smash? No, trying to bait out the stun coming in from the Earthshaker. And he's going to be able to TP out, yeah. I wanted to hype that, but there was nothing to hype. He just dodged.
Dire are scanning.
There was actually a lot to hype. He managed to get a good stun off, then he dodged, then he juked, and then he TP'd out. So that's basically it. It's been a long day of solo casting right now, so yeah. Well, CNC might be in a bit of trouble right now. Do they actually have enough? He does not have his big dagger up to just. He does manage to actually use his Dream Coil, stuns him up a little bit, and just delays his own demise, delays his own death. But now they want to go in further, and this is the power of the Brewmaster being able to use that Cyclone, use that boulder if they really want to, and get a kill. PPD is still surviving a lot longer than he actually needed to. Zai basically coming in trying to help his buddy out, but currently, will they be able to go in for anything more? Zai's in a lot of trouble himself. Can they do anything? Misery trying to body block, trying to do what he can. There you go. Misery just literally giving up his own life for Zai. And I hope Zai knows that that is real love. you know, someone should make a misery XI or misery heart Zai poster there, because Zai's just like, well, not Zai, literally misery ran in there. He's like, don't worry Zai, I've got you. I'll give up my life. I'll stun them. I'll draw their attention away, and you can live.
What surge is
Top lane, CTNC might get caught out here. He does not have his Blink Dagger up just yet. No one scouts him out. There's no deep walls coming through here. And if you have a look at the Vision game coming through, the Dire have Vision just over the river area, just scouting out movements coming through there. No deep vision from any of the teams coming through right now. But top lane, Misery has his Glimmer Cape up right now, so he can actually play quite aggressive and try and just bait anything out, show himself there. Oh, CCNC popping his Dream Call and unfortunately whiffing it completely. So it seems like both teams have decided to just chill out a little bit now, not engage too much. They've tried to go in, they've tried to get a pick off here or there, but here's another smoke gank. Just as I said, it started calming down. This is 4 heroes wrapping around, giving or trying to give a little bit of place here for the anti-mage to form up. And there you go. There's the initiation straight onto the Bloodseeker. But Bloodseeker, he's just going to be demolished, destroyed, and just wiped out. But we're actually hearing an Omni Slash coming through. They do manage to get the kill here onto Sand King, and are they going to go in for more? Nope. They decided to back off. So it's a single trade-off. Lich for Bloodseeker. They didn't at least manage to get something extra. Blood might be in a lot of trouble. He, of course, does have his phase shift. He manages to get the silence off, but no, well, there's the phase shift coming to finally. PPD gets his ultimate off as well, and there's the stun onto CCNC, but he does manage to phase shift that as well. Nothing else happening at this point. And there you go, a big earth shaker stun coming through, and there's the boulder smash, or the rolling boulder coming through there. Brewmaster, is there enough damage to actually be able to burst him? CCNC manages to get the kill, and they might just decide to turn around and run straight into it. I am lagging out right now. No idea what happened there. That was a massive lag spike. Sorry about that one, stream. Sorry about that one, team. At least we didn't miss much, except for Rosh busy dying, and that's going to be going the way of Pycat. Having that Aegis of the Immortal up as well as working towards his Diffusal, Manta style. This might just, I mean, if you have a look at the bottom tier 3 towers, taking a little bit of damage. Top tier 3 tower hasn't taken any just yet. But this might just be what the Dire want to either secure more farm or to just push up middle. If I was VGJ.Storm, I'll try and do, well, hold on quickly. Very deep dive in coming through here by CCNC. He does not have his board. He does have his Blink Dagger up, but there's a dust coming through as well. Can they actually do enough damage here? Zai comes in, gets the Rupture up onto the poor little Darkshade. Darkshade can't actually do anything, but towards the backline, Pycat comes in with a good spin. He does, well, he didn't even need to use his Omni Slash. They managed to get 2 heroes there for the price of none. Free, absolutely free. And this is going to be a tier 2 tower. They can't really use the cliff. They need to use that for high ground. They have an Aegis. They can try and force an early buyback, or they're just going to back off and farm up a little bit more. Pycat. Oh, he does have Manta, so they can actually just decide to push this a little bit higher, use the Manta illusions, just get a little bit of chip damage down at least. And without that Darkshade there, they can't really do much. There's of course no pipe of inside up. And this is exactly what they're going to do. Just try and get the side blocks off onto Pycat. Pycat does have the Aegis. He's just standing there. He gets forced off out. Chip damage is all they need. And meanwhile, Anti-Mage is just farming up. So even though it's an 8k net worth lead, Anti-Mage is only 250 behind the Juggernaut. So this Anti is doing everything he can, split pushing up, cutting creep waves, working up towards his Manta style. It's not the earliest Manta in the world, but it is at least something. And yeah, there again, he's gonna cut the next creep wave as well. And probably TP and Blink. Well, Blink and TP, there you go. Keep it all the way back to base. That's a part of the anti-mage. That's how you could split push and just keep lanes pushed in, even though you might be a little bit far behind. You do have that available, well, that blink available to just blink TP out the whole time. Working up towards his Manta style, he will does not have it just yet. Actually going in for Lincoln Sphere. We did see an HN apparition ultimate flying through. Did hit onto the Earthshaker. Misery's coming through. Does manage to get a good boulder smash up there as well. And here comes CCNC. Gets 2 heroes up on his Dream Core. They're going to actually go for that. And there's a huge back wall coming in, but it's not going to be enough. The Lich ultimate was also bouncing around everywhere. Unfortunately, there's 2 fights happening at this point. There you go. There's the Brewmaster split coming through. They do manage to pick up the Earth Shaker as well as the Lich. And here comes Anti-Mage trying to go in for that kill. But unfortunately, it's not going to be enough. The dodge is there. The Doge is there from the puck. And can they do more? Here comes the Brewmaster. He wants to go in for the 8-hit apparition. He will not be able to get the kill. Unfortunately, things just going from bad to worse. 4 heroes down here for the side of VGJ Jr. or VGJ.Storm. They did so much damage, but it just wasn't enough. Anti-Mage being the sole survivor of that entire fight, pushing up middle.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And this might actually just be... No, that'll be a tier 3 lane push out, but... Everything, I mean... It was a very good initiation, a very good start coming through here for the side of VGJ Jr. Getting a massive back into a stun, into a Lich ultimate, bouncing all the way through. And then there was nothing after that. That's the problem with VG Gaming, or with VGJ.Storm at this point. Where's the follow-up damage after the initial burst was there? We spoke about this during the drop. And the only, well, the hope, the savior for VGJ.Storm is this Anti-Mage, and it's still going to take a while. Let's have a look what's actually coming in here. It's going to be a Manta style, but then that means there's no buyback. And I think Anti-Mage is just going to be, well, screw buyback right now. He needs that Manta. And if he can get that Manta up, I mean, if he had the Manta in the previous fight, he would have been able to actually get a good kill up onto the puck. And the more mana the puck, well, you know, has drained, the more damage it's going to do. But let's have a look at the fight that's happening right now. Nothing actually, well, actually, yeah, they did manage to get 1 kill, and there you go, Misery rolling in once more. Is he going to get a good boulder smash off? He did. Getting 2 kills, and Zai is on a killing spree, 8 and 3. But I have to say, Misery is just on point with these boulder smashes and rolls. Oh, he getting a good stun off onto Pycat. Pycat popping his magic style as quickly as possible. Standing inside of the wall coming through here. And they're just taking chip damage. They can't really do much, and that is it. That's exactly what they needed. Oh, the Echo Slam narrowly missing up here onto Pycat. But Pycat is still alive for some reason, and they do manage to get him out. No! Oh, that was so close. Unfortunately, Misery tried to push him out, giving up his life as well. Nearly getting that out, but PPD, he might die here next. This is exactly what they needed for VGJ. And getting both of those 2 kills, and that 3rd one now as well. This is their hope. Keep in mind, Anti-Mage pushing out middle once again. And I actually want to have a look at that fight recap. That is 3,000 gold swing going in favor of VGJ.Storm. And the big thing there was, it was just so damn close. Earth Spirit blinked in. He pushed out Pycat. I think there might have been a Bloodseeker 4-staff that might have 4-staffed him back in. I'm not sure. It looked like he went over and then back again. It might just have been hovering around this area, so that's why it looked so weird. Unfortunately, very close. Misery once again trying to do as much as possible. This game, though, Misery's just been playing out of his mind. Looking at the Anti-Mage, though, slowly but surely working up towards his next item. He literally bought out 2 minutes ago, and now he's already more than halfway up to his Aghanim Scepter. This Aghanim Scepter is going to do, it's going to do so much to actually keep him alive in those fights. Give him more HP, of course, and give him that passive Lincoln, so to speak. Staking, he does have his 4-staff up, no blink, of course, just yet. Working towards a Lincoln Sphere, of course, much needed, especially up against the likes of a Bloodseeker. And was there any vision up here? No vision up. So VGJ.Storm trying to go for a wraparound, wanting to go for a quick kill. Lich being the sacrificial lamb at this point, and Brewmaster, he does have his blink dagger up as well as the Vlads, but that's basically it. He's struggling in this lane. Well, in the early game, in the lane. Dark's here, already gone through his items, and there's a good scan coming out here from the Dire. The Dire used scan, literally, the Dire. This team. Get it. Cap up. Looking at the rest of the item builds coming up here, we do have Earthshaker. He is slowly but surely working towards his own cloak at, well, there's a cloak. Working towards his own Glimmer Cape as well. But Earth Spirit, which is his counter, both of them are +4s, already has his, but oh wait, no, here's the blink coming in for Earth Spirit as well. So yeah, Earth Spirit's having a little bit more net worth. Actually, if you have a look on the net worth graph here, a little bit more net worth than the Earthshaker. Just quickly trying to think who has the advantage with the items, because it's pretty much the exact same items coming. Oh, another pause coming through. TS issues. That's not tissue issues, that's TeamSpeak issues coming through. And Butterfly. So what does VGJ.Storm have counter this Butterfly? To be honest, they will need an MKB up, and Anti-Mage doesn't want to build up an MKB. But he'll be forced to unless it's going to be anyone else. Brewmaster might actually build it, but once again, not a hero that you want. So having this Butterfly up on this Juggernaut is going to be, well, extremely important. The big thing though is there might be enough magical burst to actually take him down early on. But look at this deep move coming in from the Dire all the way in the Radiant side. And of course they did scan out the side of VGJ.Storm over there. So that's why they're just trying to get deep vision, get deep boards. And is this going to be a courier snipe? Is this going to be a courier snipe? Can he actually see it? Oh, no. Good call coming there, moving the courier out straight away as well. And let's have a look at, I'll show the net worth graph just now. You guys can also see it on top. It's 6K. I mean, come on, guys. 6K net worth in favor of Dire. It's not that much, considering that they had that at around the 15-minute mark as well. Well, they had more than that at around the 15-minute mark. Having a look at experience, slowly but surely favoring the side of VGJ.Storm, and that's mostly because of the anti-mage pushing up, getting a lot more solo experience. The side of Dire moving together a lot more, and this of course favors the likes of VGJ.Storm because they do have a lot of spot casters. They want that level 15 up to get that extra cast range up on Stan King. Well, he could possibly go for the Frost Blast cooldown, but I doubt it. Snake King does have his level 15 up as well. He has not skilled anything in. Are we going to see that Karate Chop Darkseid getting that extra damage? I highly doubt it. He needs to get a little bit more regen up himself. But, well, let's have a look here. Here's an Invis Earth Spirit coming through. And everything's just come extremely slowed down, passive a little bit. Both teams just feeling each other out. Nothing really happening, but we might actually see some kind of engagement. Staking should be okay. Things coming out onto the Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage does have his Aghanim Scepter up, working up towards Lincoln Sphere as well. Just going pure defense. Taking a... Taking a page out of, if I can say, Immortal's playbook. Just knowing that, listen, if I survive long enough with Anti-Mage, I will do the damage. I don't necessarily have to have the damage in regards with the right clicks, because I'll be able to hit 3 times as much if I survive twice as long, kind of. 3-man rotation here towards the bottom lane, but top. TCNC has to be careful. Is he going to just jump in, clear out the creep wave, and push out, or what's going on? Bottom lane. This is, I think, where we have to focus, trying to focus on both the lanes at the same time. Just dealing a little bit more chip damage onto the tier 3 tower. We might actually see an engagement happening here. Very close. TCNC managing to actually get out of that one alive. There's an 8-set apparition ultimate flying here. Unfortunately, it's not going to hit onto Ritsu at all. And they are going to back. The big thing here, though, is Rush is up. This is an Aegis and a Cheese. They need to get vision. Both the teams need to get vision on the high ground. And if the Dire gets this Aegis and Cheese, they might win the game. If VGJ.Storm gets this Cheese, that might just bring them back into this game. However, they aren't really that far out, considering they're 7k behind. But there's a smoke movement straight into Rush. And let's have a look. It's going to be scouted out. The pings are there. There's no vision. Oh, the vision was actually just dropped. Sentry ward is there as well. And are we going to see any kind of further movements in? Spirit might be in a lot of trouble himself. Yeah, there you go. The blink is forward from the anti-mage. And nope, Spirit just says, I'm out of you guys. So Ritsu, let's have a look. What's he been doing this game? He is 1-3-0. Hasn't assisted in anything except for 1 kill. But look at his net worth. 5,000 ahead of anyone else. And this is exactly the same as Pycat in game 1. Even though his team, well, you know, died a lot of times, even though his team was ahead technically towards the mid game. The farmed anti-mage managed to bring everything, well, the entire game back. The problem was it's a completely different anti-mage build. There's no basher up on the anti-mage right now. It's just pure defensive. There's an Aghanim Scepter up. There's a Lincoln Sphere up right now. And if this isn't the time to fight for Ritsu, I don't know what is. Going for even more defensive, coming through here with the Butterfly. Maybe wanting to wait for the Butterfly, taking this to a 50-60 minute game. But to be honest, I think that Dire have the advantage right now, and they should be fighting this.
Under attack.
I mean, there's still a tier 1 tower up here on middle lane for crying out.
Dire's top
Tier 1
tower
towers
is
up still
under
on the
attack.
bottom lane for crying out. But tier 2 tower is going to be dropping quickly here. Ritsu doing quite a bit of damage there with all of the extras that he has. And the Dire decide, yeah, they're just going to be pushing up mid. Shadowblade, not a Shadowblade. It is going to be a full Silver's Edge up for Bloodseeker. And the two teams, the Radiant team is on the Dire side. The Dire side is on the
bottom
Radiant
tower
side.
is under attack.
Lots of sentry wards
Dire's
being
top
placed
tower
down.
is under attack.
And the Dire know that, listen, they just have to pressure the, you know, Radiant base, because if they do that, the side of VGJ.Storm won't be able to take rush. They'll have to go back and defend, which means the Dire will be able to just move in a little bit, de-ward up, and then hopefully take rush themselves. And the smoke's also just been used. There is a double damage ruin up here on the bottle, so... Oh, two smokes might just be colliding at this point. PPD 4 stars away. And there you go, Echo Slam coming down onto 2 heroes. It is going to be PPD, the Karate Chop coming through, 120 damage actually playing into its own there. And this might be very big for the side of VGJ Jr. But no, unfortunately the Doctor is still alive. Who's actually going to be the next person to drop here? Pycat's in a lot of trouble. He's being healed. Well, he's healing himself up there with a healing ward. Can he actually do anything on top of this? And it's going to be Retsu once again actually ready to fight. And he wants more. He wants to actually go in for Zai. Zai unfortunately is very fast, but he does get stunned up here by the Earth Panda, and the buybacks are coming in. Is this going to be what the side of VGJ.Storm actually wants, what they need? No! The Panda drops down, and sure, it cost the buyback. But Anti-Mage just bailed. He was like, screw that, I've had enough. Having a look at the kill graph there, it's actually very even considering there was a buyback as well. But roughly around 1,000 gold swing to VGJ.Storm. The problem is, this has given them rough. And Anti-Mage, after bailing there, he's just like, well, I'm just going to try and take towers. There's a glyph. Oh, no glyphing.
What have we here?
And let's see. VGJ.Storm bringing this game back slowly but surely. The big thing though here is VGJ.Storm, they're behind 5,000 gold. Anti-Mage is ahead with 10,000. Remove that net worth advantage, then you're technically behind with 15k. So if they manage to kill the Anti-Mage at the start of a fight, this game is done. But Ritsu slowly but surely going from 1-3-0, now he's sitting on 2-3-0. Slowly but surely now he's working his way up towards the Abyssal. And yeah, he was actually busy building into a Butterfly, and I was about to say, going more defensive, Butterfly as well as an Axe as well as the Lincolns. Not quite sure that's the way to go, but he has changed up. He is going up for the Abyssal right now, and you're not going to catch. Oh, well, there's the back. The Echo Slam unfortunately missing, but Puck is still going to drop. And that's actually going to be an ulti committed up here for the Lich. bombing up the creeps as well while he does that. So guys, we might be in here for a very long game. Just saying.
'Tis mine.
Trying to follow up Richter right now. Bloodseeker. Oh, getting the break there. And was that? Wait, what? Richter actually using his his rupture right there, and he might be in a lot of trouble. But they do decide to back off. They don't have the puck. They should not be fighting this. And there you go. Just slowed up on the anti-mage, and he does have Blake if he wants to continue pushing. And nope, he decides against
Dire's
it.
bottom tower is under attack.
Alms for the dead.
So with the Aegis and the cheese in hand, the Dire actually are looking a bit lackluster up against this anti-mage. They don't really know how to deal, how to deal with him. Juggernaut still building up his way towards that butterfly. It is going to be a massive item for them to actually pick up, but it's still slow in the making. And slowly but surely, Brewmaster still sitting fourth from the bottom in regards to net worth. That's the problem with the Brewmaster is he doesn't flash farm that easily. And if you start getting behind, you just get further behind. This is literally the same items that the Brewmaster's had since 20 minutes in. Oh, it feels like. Anti-Mage, right now, this is the first damage item. Finally, 36 minutes into the game. First damage item up, and that is going to be the Abyssal. It is a big one, though. They can actually keep anyone out, keep the Juggernaut out of any fight, lock the Juggernaut down, actually get a kill on anyone very quickly. Blink in, Abyssal, get the magic style off, and just pop the likes of the puck as well. So a very big item for them. Does this mean that they're just going to continue on farming, or is this go time? Well, Butterfly is finally up here for the Juggernaut. No buyback up, however, but he does have the Aegis of the Immortal. So let's have a look. It is group up time here for VGJ.Storm. Full 5-man push up towards the middle lane, and the Dire, they see this, they read this, or I think they read it. Everyone's backing out. If VGJ.Storm can actually get a jump off here and get a couple of kills quickly, it is going to be quite big. Why? Don't go away. There you go. Busy hanging up here towards the top, waiting for someone to actually show themselves. Anyone? Nope. Very good read coming up here from Zai, just keeping himself away. I mean, if VGJ.Storm managed to actually get a quick kill there, Zai does have buyback if they actually needed it. But there you go. The Dire decides to push up towards the bottom lane versus VGJ.Storm deciding to push up middle. Mass TP's coming back, and this is a problem. Pycat might actually be caught out. When is Rosh going to be timing out? It is going to be soon. But there's the split. The first tier 3 tower drop. No! The Glyph is there, barely surviving. And Pycat, well, he's going to send up his illusion. The side of VGJ.Storm, they're defending this last 29 HP literally with their lives. Ancient, dude. Your ulti doesn't do anything to towers, buddy. And I was just going to see a sneaky, quick in, hit the tier 3 and out. He wanted to, but nope. The tower or the troops managed to actually get this, and Earth Spirit. Misery, after having such a good start of the game, everything's just feeling lackluster for the side of the Dire, and VGJ.Storm seems like they're just bringing it back bit by bit. One big team fight could swing this game either way. 3k net worth lead, sure, in favor of the side of the Dire, but that's nothing at 40 minutes into the game, so no, I don't want to do that. Having a look at the experience, 7,500 in favor of the Dire. That is actually quite significant, but let's have a look. Agent Apparition, Ultimate Flying Fuse. They're going to hit onto anyone. It does clip the Earthshaker, but that's going to be enough to actually try and stop them or delay them. Let's have a look. 4-man, well, 4-5-man push here for the side of VGJ.Storm. Anti-Mage, he's going in. There's the Abyssal up onto the Bloodseeker, but the Force Staff is there as well. Can they actually do anything to try and delay this, to try and stop this? It is going to be CCNT. He does not. Well, he does have his TP boots up. Just trying to bring them back here onto the shrine, trying to do as much as they can.
I'll take that as tribute.
And the double damage rune being pinged out. You know, CCNT just slowly but surely chipping away at the, well, he just backs out right now. Oh, Bycat might be in quite a bit of trouble right now. It's going to be an Echo Slap. There you go. Oh, the Echo Dodge. Was that an Echo? That Echo Dodge. Big plays coming through, but it's not going to be enough. Bycat is still going to just drop instantly. And the side of the Dire, they're just falling apart a little bit here. They should have been team fighting for the past 15 minutes, but they've been running around scared. Up against VG Gaming, basically up against VGJ.Storm. Even when they had the lead, when they had the team fight, way before Anti-Mage got anything, they just weren't doing anything. They were trying to outfarm and outplay an Anti-Mage that's constantly pushing up the whole time. And it's not gone their way at all. Oh, let's have a look here. Are we gonna see anything? Nope. It's gonna be an instant blink away. The problem is Anti can come through. Oh, not managing to actually get that stun. Well, there you go. There's a sheepstick coming through, and this is gonna be yet another kill. Maybe. Oh no, the stun is there, and yeah. Once again, the Dire, they're just falling apart. They're, at least there's a tower deny, but they're not moving together. They're trying to push a little bit too much by themselves. And if you just have a look at this graph, from the 22-minute mark, they've just been getting picked off. They haven't been grouping up. They have a lineup that, I mean, the Bloodseeker's gone for a 4-star. He's used it twice. Well, they're like Rupture 4-star combo. And they weren't looking for pickups. They've been trying to get the farm going the whole time. And at this point, VGJ.Storm, this game is theirs completely. And there you go. Activate just blinks in, gets a kill. Oh, into that apparition, buys back instantly. Can we get any kind of initiation here? Oh, well, there's the jump in onto the Anti-Mage. Can they actually do anything further from that? The big ultimate coming through here from the Lich. And this might just be the game for VGJ.Storm. A triple kill up on Ritsu. An ultra kill. GG, well played coming through here. An insane start to this game, where the Dire just looked unstoppable, to be honest. But they just took their foot off the gas pedal and they gave. They literally handed VGJ.Storm the game on a silver platter because they didn't want to be aggressive. They didn't want to take the fight to VGJ before the Anti-Mage got the farm, and then, hey, Anti-Mage got farm. And the exact same story that happened in game 1, where the enemy team was looking very good, but the Anti-Mage was just farm.